how I'm supposed to do this. Oh, go away. First one is up and glow. Next, precious metals. Put the tips in, but it doesn't really matter. And it's going to be just one seed per block because I need to save the seed for next year. Golden hour, unicorn. Last one, little flower girl, and this is from my flower friend. I will put this on the heat mat because my basement is pretty chilly. One week later, the germination rate for alpenglow is 60%. Precious metal 80%, 80%. Binary giant is 80%. Queen is just 1. I think some of the seeds are older. And the common zinnias, I think some of the seeds are older too. And this one. And my quinary zinnias are nothing. Nothing. 0. It's time to water. Gonna try to water on the side. Not disturb the topsoil. I mean the top of the soil. Here another tray of zinnias. This is my zinnia breeding project because I am inspired by Floret and all other flower farmers that they breed their own zinnias. The germination rate is so bad because I don't know how to collect the seed properly yet.
Monday morning blues, I open my eyes and I'm greeted by a cute little smile. The world is new with you by my side. Everything is beautiful. Tuesday afternoon, I'm calling you home just to hear your voice on the phone. I think of you and I'm not alone. You are everything under the sky so blue. I found my piece of heaven, spending my days with you. You are my piece of heaven. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, too much.
Life is
Oh,
a bliss.
no. 1,
Waking up with you in my
2.
arms, I've got it all, and nothing's amiss. Everything is beautiful. Sunday morning snooze with breakfast in bed, and I listen to the song in my head. It sings of you and the things that.
Today is April 13th. I have checked on Google that the danger of frost has passed in my area. I also double check on the forecast, and in the next 2 weeks, the temperature will be above 40. In a cloudy day like this, it's a perfect day to move them outside. But I will, put them in a greenhouse for a few days before I move them to actually outside. Biggest seedling on this tray is binary giant. The germination rate is 80%. Considering that the binary giant zinnia seeds that I sold are 2 years old in comparison to Floret that is super new, they are doing just as good as Floret. The Queen series, they germinate very slow because the seeds are old. Common zinnias that I get from big box store and dollar store seed are also they germinate pretty slow. And the zinnia seeds that I saved from last year, 0 germination, period. Now let's prepare the garden bed. Pull out all the weed and loosen your soil like this. When your soil is compact, you cannot grab it. You need the soil on your growing space to be like this, loosen. This is mushroom compost that I get from a landscaping nursery close to my house. But you can get it in a smaller bag from a garden center that is close to your house, looking for cow manure or any kind of organic compost. Once these seedlings germinate, we want to move them outside to train them to be strong. We cannot overprotect them inside all the time. Plus, when they don't get enough sunlight, they will try to reach, to the sunlight, and they will get like long, leggy stems, and that will make them weak. I move my babies to this spot because the wall of the house will give them extra heat and it will protect them from high wind. And also the roof here will protect them from the rain. I could move them to that little bench, underneath the shade too. You can also place the babies underneath outdoor bench or table like this. And the top of the table or the bench will protect the babies underneath it from the rain and from the direct sun. You should also make sure by checking the forecast and see that the temperature will not drop below the freezing point, especially at night. And at the daytime would be, at least 60 degrees. I am going to plant the smaller varieties on this side. On this side, I have bigger varieties like the Breed Giant series. Luckily, this is my Zinnia Unicorn and Alpenglow that I sold this seedling as a backup. I don't even use soil blocking for this one. Turns out that they separate pretty easily, and I don't think I disturb the root that much. I plant these very close to each other, and let's see what happens when I don't give them a lot of space. I lost about half of my zinnias. I think because I pushed them too hard. I exposed them to crazy weather fluctuation. I also, overwater them. However, some of them are blooming, but I think I'm gonna pinch it because I want them to use their energy to, develop the roots and the leaves. This binary giant is a winner. So strong, but I have to pinch you, sorry. Oh, this one, the slug pinch it for me. Go away. Go away. Usually I pinch when I see the side branches, start developing. And I just pinch it right there, about 1 or 3 set of leaves. Oh my goodness. I don't kill slugs and insects in my garden because they are good protein source for the birds in my backyard. Especially this time of the year when they need a lot of protein to feed their babies. So I just move the slugs and insects that attack my ornamental plants, my cut flower plants, to this native wildflower garden. So they can enjoy this rudbeckia, echinacea, and they can eat as much as they want. We are going to get good amount of rain this week, and the temperature has been warm, and we already passed Mother's Day, which is like the cutoff date that people in New Jersey can start planting summer flowers and summer vegetables. So I am going to try sowing these flower zinnia seed that I got from my flower friends directly to the garden. And this is also a good opportunity to compare if direct sowing will get better result than transplanting the seedlings. We'll see.
Don't know how I can explain. 하루 종일 네 생각에 간절해 낯설어. 나 왜 이런 걸까? You're the cure to all my pains. 널 좋아하나 봐. 널 사랑하나 봐. 이제는 더 이상은 숨길 수 없잖아. 내일 더
Because of the heat, my zinnias are growing very fast and very strongly. Also, all the slugs are gone. I am happy now. This is the first batch that I planted out in early spring, and this one survived. And oh my God, look at them. They're strong and they are very healthy now. This one is my backup that I just planted, a week ago. I have been pinching them, hoping they catch up with the, original batch.
my sunshine after rain.
There are so many ways to stake cut flowers. Flower farmers would use T-post, which is a very strong metal post that will support, big row of flowers in a big farm. For like little small backyard gardener, they can use bamboo posts or like plastic little skinny posts to support, their little flowers. But for us, we need something in between. And I find that 5 feet T-post is the perfect stake that we can use for supporting our cut flowers garden. And again, when I plan and create a cut flower production garden, I try to use the straight line method because it's going to be easier to maintain, and I stake these stakes in straight line too, and I space them about 3 to 5 feet apart. Closer the better, but if you don't have enough stake, you can do 5 feet and try to tie it as tight as possible. And these stakes, they are about $5 each or $6 each, but you can get them secondhand from Facebook Marketplace because there's a lot. Surprise! Flowered Zinnias golden hours finally blooming, and I just can't help it, I have to cut them, so I'm gonna add them on this side. You want the stem to be strong and does not wiggle when you cut them. Like this one is ready. But I am not going to cut this one yet because I want to wait to see them fully bloom first. You can see the little petals here. I would like to see them open first before I cut them. When I started growing cut flowers the first season, I was afraid to cut my flowers and I was guilty to cut my flowers. But then I figured this out. I can always cut flowers that is flopping like this one. Nobody gonna see anyway. We also have a lot of these little zinnias. If I only cut a few stems of them, nobody can tell. And that little zinnias right there, they are done. You wanna deadhead them because you don't want them to go to seed. And before you cut the zinnia, you wanna do a wiggle test. If the stem wiggle, if the flower wiggle, that means they're not ready. And this is not ready. If you cut them, it will flop in the vase. If the stem is like this, that means this is ready. And this zinnia is hidden inside the bush, so I'm going to rescue it by taking it out. Usually, when I see the zinnias are blooming, I would just come here and I would do wiggle test and then I just cut them. But because I was afraid to cut them, I didn't cut them. I get to see them mature and develop and transform the colors. If I cut them earlier, I wouldn't get to see, this color because they were so pale. Also the binary giant, I never see them this big before because as soon as they're ready, I just go ahead and cut them. The precious metal also transform from like pale color to like lavender two-tone with peach color. This is golden hour. I can't believe they turned from like peachy color into like pink color. And this one even more pretty. It has a salmon color, but on the edge is like pink. I wouldn't see this transition if I cut them too soon. Here we go. Culinary Garden Zinnias. I think it's my most favorite. It's like coral in the center, almost like orange, and then slowly fade to pink on the outside. Here's the Victorian wedding. I cut from my bouquet the other week, just 2 or 3 stems. And Zinnias Queen, I always cut them when they're like this. But this one I let it mature. I wouldn't learn about this if I cut them too early.
Used to falling in love with love, but I'm breaking my habit 'cause you turn me on to my heart's desire. Now I'm dying to let you know what I feel is some kind of wonderful, some kind of magical woman. My love's for real.
After getting just 1 round of harvesting my zinnias, now they are getting powdery mildew already. And some bird attack my zinnias because they want to eat the seeds. Although I had a hard time with my zinnias this spring and also right now, I still think that zinnias are one of the easiest flower to grow in summer, and you still have time. We still have time to try them together again because with this heat they're gonna grow very very fast and they can bloom for us around September to October, which is perfect for cutting them and make fall flower arrangement. But I will not direct sow my zinnia seed because I have a lot of birds and insects and whatever try to eat my zinnia seeds. I also have another secret zinnias flower bed right here inside my vegetable garden. My plan is to breed my own culinary garden zinnias. So the color tone will be salmon, coral, peach, pink, which is my favorite color tone ever. And here's the big challenge. As soon as the seed ripe, the bird come to eat it. So I have to protect them with the organza bag. So I'm gonna take some pollen of this golden hour. Gonna put it here. And I hope this one get some kind of feature from the golden hours and create a new variety for me. Cover it back to make sure that the bird don't eat it. Look at them. Oh my. Oh my. Our garden right now is so crowded with flowers, and you know it's look nice, it's look great, but this is too overcrowded. So if possible, if you're comfortable, cut the flowers, just keep cutting them because they couldn't come again. But more than that, cut them like very deep. This will reduce the density of this flower bed, and that will help promote the air circulation. And when there are more air circulation, these flowers are going to be happy because they're gonna have more room to breathe. Just like us, we don't want to be crowded with a lot of people. So what I'm going to do is going to cut right from the very base of the plant. This will help to create room. It seems pretty brutal, I know. I technically almost cut like 2/3 of the plant, and I'm going to keep the good flowers for arranging. Cut this one. Although the third flush of my Harvest Zinnias are not as bold as big as the first and the second flush, but I'm still pretty happy with them. A lot of flower farmer, they just get rid of the plant after the second flush, but I don't have the heart to do so because I love them. They're so cute. They're so still pretty. Oh, look at this. It has been very hot and humid this season. Although I give the Harvest Zinnias a lot of space and I thin out a lot of them to promote air circulation, still they get attacked by powdery mildew because this kind of climate and temperature and humidity, powdery mildew spreads so fast. Oh, I caught them on camera. Don't eat my zinnias. Look at this guy. What you doing? Don't eat my zinnias. You caught on camera. You are caught on camera. But guess what? They add so much love and joy to my garden. And I am so happy to feed them with my expensive Harvest Zinnia seeds. Ooh, seeds. Seeds. The bird ate them. Thanks to the heat and the rain this month, my last set of zinnias bloom super fast. Plus, I give them a lot of compost and fertilizer. Although I feel like I made a mistake by starting my Harvest Zinnias too soon in spring. And a lot of them didn't make it. But I feel like it's worth it because I have been harvesting this zinnia since June. And now it's August, I'm still like cutting some of them. The seed got wet and the seed germinated in the seed pod. Oh my, oh my.
Today is August 15 and I can't believe some of the zinnias are still blooming. I'm so glad that I didn't get rid of them. At the end of zinnia's life, the blooms are going to get very small. They get smaller but still cute, and they're not double anymore. Binary giant still producing. Unbelievable. The dollar store zinnia still blooming too. Golden hours. Oh my.